Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Jed, and I have such a huge video to share with you guys today because Massive has just dropped so much information on survival, and I just clicked off of the stream so I can make this video for you guys. I'm sure there's a bunch of information that they're sharing right now that I'm missing out on, but I just had to make this video for you guys because I am so excited now. I did not think this is what survival was going to be. So basically what survival is, you're going to queue up for a match, and this is going to be a match full of 24 players, and you're going to be able to compete with those other players, whether it's PvE or PvP. You can compete in the entire map, and you all spawn on the outside edge of the map and work your way inwards to get better and better gear. And your ultimate goal is to extract an antidote or medicine because you spawn in with a sickness that has an hour to kill you, and if you don't cure that sickness, whether it's through painkillers or medicine, whether it's like extending or slowing down the timer, you will eventually die. You also have to find clothes to keep yourself warm because the cold can kill you, and you have to find food and water to keep yourself alive. You have to craft weapons and attachments and virus filters and med kits. Like, everybody starts at a level playing field. No one has advantage over another person, so theoretically you could come in as a level 1 and still experience the same exact thing that a level 30 with hundreds of hours put into the game is experiencing. There's also going to be so much additional gear stuff coming into the game. I think the new gear score is 256. There's a new world tier. There's going to be new weapons, new named weapons, and even named gear that's going to have special perks. I don't know any of this stuff does or what it is, but that's just what they've been saying. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a date for this. They're not telling us a date. It's going to be like the 1.4 thing, how everyone's asking, but they can't really tell because they have so many things they need to work out. But there is a PTS going on right now for PC players. Unfortunately, console didn't get it this time because they're still trying to work it out with Microsoft and Sony to get a PTS where they can update it rapidly like they do on PC. It will happen in the future, but just right now we don't get it. But one thing that this does tell me is that when they had their special report on 1.4 and they announced the PTS, we saw 1.4 within about 5 weeks. It was a month after the PTS went up, we had 1.4. And the PTS is coming up today. As of right now, it's not up as I'm recording this, but it will be up later today. It probably is going to be out by the time that I upload this. But what that tells me is that 1.5 is probably going to come out before the year is over, which is fantastic. Also, a few other things that I forgot to mention was that you don't spawn in like with your skills. You have to do a certain something to unlock a skill, like you won't have first aid, and medkits are going to be really rare. And also medkits can like self-revive yourself. If you're down, you can hit yourself with a medkit and you'll get back up, or you can pick up like a random stranger you might find in the open world and use a medkit on them to try and team up with them. And they've said that once you get into the dark zone and you're ready to extract and complete your survival run, that there's going to be like some sort of a final fight. And what I'm assuming is that's the new hunters that they're talking about. If you don't know what these hunters are, it's their new enemy for survival, and I think that's how they're going to implement them. You call in your extraction, and it's not just as simple as put a bag on a rope and you're done. You're going to have to do a very challenging thing as like your last thing in survival before you complete your run, and if you do it, then you win and you get rewarded for that. And speaking of rewards, you have a point system where like if you do, like maybe if you craft something or you defeat certain amount of enemies, like you get points for that, and depending on how many points you get depends on the certain tier of reward you'll get. There's 5 tiers, and 5s being the best with the most rewards. I'd assume that's what you get for like extracting and getting almost everything done, and 1 being like if you walk out and then instantly die from the cold. I feel like you'd get some rewards for that, but not really many. So I just had to get this out. I needed to tell you guys because I am so excited. I'll try and find gameplay to put in the background because I'm sure you guys are really curious to see that. You're welcome to go to the Division stream on Twitch. It's like they're playing it right now. You can see survival for yourself. I really recommend doing that because it is so awesome. For someone who cares about this game as much as I do, it is crazy being able to see something like this. So I really do appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out, everybody.